Weather Authority local forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're having a pleasant Friday evening. Before we get into Friday Night Lights, let's get into what we're seeing with your RV World Yuma Sky Cam with the weather, and it's certainly been A++ as far as the conditions are concerned. You can't have it much better than what we got it today. I know I've said that a few times, but considering what we're going to face in the near future, it could be a true statement as far as what we're looking at with the RV World Yuma Sky Cam. Again, a nice night. Here's what we're looking at beyond that. Your satellite radar perspective, we get the inclement weather that's pretty much leaving the state of Arizona. So this thing is pretty much going to be a foregone conclusion. And of course, the winds, without saying, are definitely that. You can see it's pretty much minimized all over the place. So a much different scenario tonight than what it was just last night. Right now in Yuma, 63 degrees outside. We're looking at 58 degrees in El Centro. So all in all, pleasant kind of scenario. And here's how things worked out today. We certainly have had that trough, but you can see it's going to be shoving off to the east, and with it we do have behind it a very strong ridge of high pressure. It's going to elevate our temperatures and then some. We're not going to just stop in the 80s, folks. We're going into the 90s. Yikes. Your Metrocast, 55 degrees by 8 a.m. We should check in around the low end 80s as we get into the mid-afternoon hour before we get our temperatures back down. As far as your Yuma International Airport extended forecast, we are going to have a bit of a wild ride. Like I mentioned, we're going to continue rising that mercury into the low end 90s by the beginning of the week. We'll get an 80s break, and then back into the 90s we go. So the days of 60s and 70s that we've come to enjoy, peppered in with some 80s, is getting a facelift. And it could be a little bit more permanent than that down the road. So you know that the hundreds are coming, and we just hope it doesn't come very soon, but it's looking like there's some indicators there.